Hey, what's up, liches? Winter is coming, and it threatens to end your campaigns. You are going to start running into scheduling conflicts with your players and your dungeon master. It's the holiday season. Everyone is losing their minds. They need to go buy presents. They need to go have the parties. They need to eat the turkeys and the hams. And it's gonna be hard to schedule a session.
We are in the New England region, and for those of you who are like us, we are bracing for the snow and the icy roads and being prepared to text our dungeon masters, hey, not gonna make it because I'm not risking my life to cut down a kobold camp tonight.
We also don't wanna be up all night, even playing remote. We've been shoveling, snow blowing. We just want some hot cocoa and a nice TV show.
And if all that wasn't threatening your campaign enough, you have the looming threat of seasonal depression that could pop out of nowhere and make you an antisocial bastard, where we just wanna, do nothing.
It's that lack of sunlight.
For all us working stiffs out there, end of the year crunch is no joke. Who wants to be slaying orcs, goblins, and kobolds when you gotta be filling out TPR reports, packing up boxes, and sell, because it's the most stressful time of the year.
Some people are burning so much midnight oil trying to get those things done.
The thought of playing Dungeons and Dragons while balancing all of this stuff is going to lead to what, Kamo?
Burnout.
Oh, burnout.
And the thing is, it's okay to feel a little burnout.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
You almost feel a little relief when that text comes through in the D&D chat and the dungeon master's like, hey guys, can't make it this week. Gotta go holiday shopping for the kids. You know what? It's okay to feel good about not playing D&D this week. That's okay, we're giving you permission.
If you guys play every week or every month or every other week, you might think that sticking to your routine is the way to survive through this time of year. But man, it might just be the one thing that kills that campaign. Playing Dungeons and Dragons takes a lot of motivation. So if your dungeon master or your player has a lack of it, you're definitely gonna feel it on either side. And yeah, it definitely could damage the game. It can be very easy to self-sabotage this campaign. Whether you're a player or a dungeon master, don't start giving one of the other ultimatums during this time. No ultimatums, no threats. If you don't show up to the session, you're gonna lose a level, you're gonna miss out on experience, whatever it is. Don't do those things. It's not supposed to turn into an obligation, because once it does, that's another sure way to put a nail in the coffin for these campaigns. So Wolf, what the hell are we supposed to do? How are we supposed to keep our campaigns warm and cozy through the winter?
One of the things that we like to do with our group chat is, if not everyone can make it and only one or two can, maybe have a little side session that doesn't pertain to the major plot that's going on in the campaign. Or don't play D&D at all. Maybe grab one of these tabletop games off the shelf. Play a board game. Maybe play some retro video games. Play Smash Brothers. Or we could watch a really crappy, culty horror movie. We just want to have that camaraderie keep going. We just want to hang out together.
If not everyone can make the virtual session, play Among Us. Play Jackbox games. If no one can make it and the session's a dud, whether you're trying to meet up in person or virtually, Dungeon Masters, reach out to your players and surprise them with a little encounter that was made for them. Set up an encounter that their character runs into and have them respond to the email, or do it in a text, or do it in chat. Do this for each of the players. You'll keep them engaged through the winter.
Players, if your dungeon master sends you one of these emails or texts, please respond. Don't leave them hanging, that's the worst. They're doing everything in their power to keep this campaign going with the lowest commitment possible. All you gotta do is respond with one or two sentences or a couple texts, hop on a Discord chat, do a little dice rolls, and you know what? Your monk gets to go back to the monastery and train with your master, go to your dojo, and maybe the dungeon master will reward you with a really awesome special ability that you would have never gotten otherwise.
If you're a forever DM, maybe you can just run a one-shot during this time with whoever can join. Ask your players if they would like to try their chance at being the Dungeon Master, and let them run a one-shot. Play something different.
Absolutely. Use this as a chance for some downtime as a Dungeon Master, or use it as a chance to take a break from whatever system you're playing. If it's 5th edition or Pathfinder, maybe you want to play something that's more rules light. Or maybe you just want to play something weird like Dungeon Crawl Classics because it's my favorite. Or try something brand new. Maybe someone's like, I really want to play Cyberpunk Red. I got the Jumpstart kit. Let's do that. Yeah, go ahead, do that.
If the weather outside is frightful, then use a virtual table. Roll20's there for you. Use Theater of the Mind, jump on Discord, jump on Zoom. Play that way.
If you're moving to a virtual tabletop, keep it snappy. Keep those sessions around 2 to 3 hours so that everyone is engaged the entire time.
It's okay to take a break from your normal group and play with perhaps new people. Get some new people interested in the game, or play with a group that you haven't played with in a while. Rekindle that friendship. If it's getting close to the winter and you're starting to feel that edge of people not being able to make it, if it's not plausible to have sessions in November, December, or even January, pick a time in the future that you can all agree on and rekindle the adventure then.
Dungeon Masters, take this opportunity to coordinate one final quest, one final mission. Use this as sort of a mid-season finale where you're going to wrap up a nice neat bow on the current part of the campaign, but make sure you drop the most juicy cliffhanger that your players have ever encountered so that when you guys come back in a month or two, they are just dying to find out what happens, and you've had plenty of time to marinate and figure out all the twists and turns that you're going to take the party on from here on out.
If you're attempting to battle low morale and you'd like to temper some icy hearts, keep a group text going where you don't need to talk about D&D all the time. You can shoot the shit. You can send each other memes. You can share personal stories that are going on in your life. You can share this video with them. Please don't forget to subscribe to Basic Liches for more weekly content. Toll the Dead for notifications.
Don't be afraid to just end your campaigns at this time of year. Just end them. Or if you don't feel like doing that, put a bow on the session where you're at, maybe with that mid-season finale that we were talking about. Give your notes to one of the players that's been begging you to be the Dungeon Master. Have them take control. They'll have a couple of months to get everything going. You'll be like, here were my ideas for the campaign. You do not have to follow them at all. Go for it. It's now in your hands. Let them take the reins of all those reindeers. Maybe you got a Rudolph in the group that you didn't know about. We want you to trust us. This is coming from personal experience. This actually happened to us last winter. We had a giant spike in COVID and the pandemic forced us to shut down our in-person game last winter. We were playing through Keep on the Borderlands, and I just decided to tell everyone, hey, I don't feel like moving it virtually. Once the pandemic smooths out and we're able to meet in person again, we'll either pick up the campaign or maybe I'll start something new.
In these instances, it's less about the campaign and more about the people that you're playing with. Maintain those relationships and build those relationships to be better at this time of year, and you're gonna last through the winter months.
If you haven't figured it out already, this is less about D&D and your campaign. It is more about cultivating relationships and maintaining that bond with a group of people that you love being around.
That's a lot stronger than the story that you're playing.
And that is the key to surviving winter, is having some awesome friends that are there for you in the thick and thin and has nothing to do with D&D.
The whole point of playing the game is creating the memories with them. Thanks for sticking around, Liches. Keep warm and cozy and nurture those relationships to keep those campaigns going.
We know it's stressful this time of year. You're probably out buying a lot of gifts. Well, we've got you guys covered. Right here, click on this video where we have the best D&D gifts that you can buy for your friends and loved ones.
Later, Liches.
See you next time. Bye-bye.